Hey everybody, it's Preston here, aka Godzilla Hawk, and welcome to the 40th edition of my Q&A. Have not done Q&As in a while. Usually I've been more frequent with these things, but as you guys can tell, if you don't remember, I'll kind of briefly tell you what's going on. I did get a house. We're getting that ready. I'm not moving in. I haven't moved into a new place yet, but I do own my own house now. Um, so we're getting that settled. I've been just working. I've been just kind of relaxing, kind of doing my own thing. Just kind of relaxing, kind of doing my own thing. There's tons of videos I kind of want to do, but some of my friends like Mitch have been just busy. Mitch and I are hopefully to do a draft video soon on either on my channel or his. Hopefully this weekend. Where I'm just working. And I'm gonna be honest, I've been too busy just watching New Japan stuff now. The G1 Climax has started. So I've actually been first time ever in history. I'm actually watching all the G1 Climax matches. The build up for Wrestle Kingdom 13 coming up soon in January. Getting ready for StocktonCon. I'm going to be going to that. I got to still get my tickets, but going to StocktonCon. Hopefully meet Sting, Christian, James Ellsworth, just to name a few, and just hang out, have fun. Get ready for NXT Takeover, which unfortunately has been spoiled online. Been spoiled. So if you've not read the results, I highly suggest you try to stay off social media because you're going to be spoiled in a big way, especially for next week. So I highly recommend you watch yourselves and you're careful with the spoilers and everything. With that being said, this is the 4th edition of my Q&A. So if you don't know, Q&As, you ask me anything you want. They could be movies, games, wrestling. It really doesn't matter. It just depends on a certain topic. Don't just send me like troll questions. Don't send me anything too personal. I'm probably not going to be able to answer every single question that I do. So if you want to ask me anything, you can. I know it's a little later than usual, but I figured I'd do it now because I was kind of busy earlier. Like I said, watching New Japan, kind of helping my folks out, moving some furniture over to some family stuff. So I'm on here now. Right now, looks like we don't have really many people online. I think only one person's watching right now in the chat room in the video here. So no questions yet in the chat room. Kind of surprised. I figure more people will be watching, unless something else is going on today. I don't know if there's a UFC thing happening. I don't know if it's football or something like that. I don't know what's going on, but there are a few people who have come up by now. But only one person so far looks like is watching, unless it's me. Okay, no, now we got somebody else watching. So we'll see here. So I'll go ahead and I'll just kind of wait a couple minutes to kind of get some questions going. Because right now it looks like we just got a couple people in. We're just going to kind of wait on that. So let's see here. I mean, I don't really know what to do. I'm just pretty much stalling at the moment until more people kind of show up and ask questions. I mean, I did start this thing, and looks like people are starting to come online now. So I'm just going to kind of hold off and wait. Like I said, I've just been busy doing my own thing. They wanted to do a video with Mitch, but he's been busy. In fact, I could barely get a hold of him. Ever. I could barely get a hold of him. I asked him, hey, if you want to do the video, and I barely got a hold of him. He says, "Yeah, that could be an idea, but he's just been too busy." So yeah, there's that going on. So I don't know what's happening with that. Then we have again my townhouse, my own house. We're still setting up and everything. Again, I officially own it. I got to start paying mortgage soon. Um, but I'm not living there right now. Still living in my parents' place. Right now, it's just now whenever I want to move out, I can. I can move out today if I really want to, but I kind of not ready to move out quite yet. But it's at least I have a place to live. Um, so we have that. Um, so we have that. As I've been watching New Japan, getting into that, watching G1 Climax. I don't know when the next episode of the G1 Climax is. I don't know if it's tomorrow or this weekend. I know it's an A block thing. I know it's gonna be an A block show because we just had the B block show, part 2 for B block, and we're gonna have part 3 for A block. Um, I think this week. I don't know if it's tomorrow or sometime this weekend. I have to. Yeah. Um, let's see. So we got a couple questions on here now. So I guess I'll go ahead and start. Just quick, just build up your questions, and we'll keep this ball going. So first of all, we have No Laura. Hello. Thoughts on Roman versus Lashley 2 on next week Raw? I think the Lexman said best. What was the point? Here's our thing. Roman versus Lashley Extreme Rules was just a one-on-one match. Here's my question. If the whole point was to do Roman versus Lashley, where the winner gets to fight Brock Lesnar SummerSlam, then why wasn't Lashley and Reigns in their first match just a number one contenders match? Why wasn't that a number one contenders match? You know what I mean? Like I get you want to do that match, but now look where we are. Like you could put at least Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns in, or even done just 6-pack challenge. But no, we're doing the same match that we did Extreme Rules, and this has no one contenders match. And I'm sorry, I didn't care for the match Extreme Rules, so it's pretty much like what was the point of Extreme Rules match? It just feels like that was just kind of a waste. I mean, personally, I really hate saying this. This might be the first time I actually might turn off Raw. Or at least when it comes to that main event, I really don't care. I don't care. And now I've heard reports saying that it's not going to be just Roman versus Lesnar. It might be a triple threat and Lashley tonight. So rumors saying Lashley now is going to potentially win. You know, at this point, I just don't care. I just want one major thing happening. That's just Lesnar not holding that strap anymore. I don't even care if you give it to Roman at this point. I can't stand Roman, but at least he's a full timer. At least he'll be there every single week. If I'd rather see Lashley in there win the title, I just don't care. I'll take Braun Strowman, but honestly, I still think it should have been Seth Rollins to beat Lesnar. I think we can all agree on that. It makes a better story. But you know that this is main roster. This is Raw. This is what they want to do. So we should honestly just expect this. And so instead of complaining, I'm just not going to watch the match. I'm really tempted to just take my shower early, right when the main event starts. I'm just going to throw out my TV, or I'm just going to put on something else. Maybe I'll watch the New Japan instead, and then I'll just read the results of Reigns versus Lashley, see what happens. But me personally, I don't care. I think it's honestly a waste of my time. What's on your mind right now? Well, I did kind of briefly explain it, you know, just the house and everything. Are you broke? No, I mean, I'm not broke. It's just, I'm just not ready to move out yet. I was really never really ready to move out. I didn't really want to move out yet. my parents kind of forced me. Um, so because of housing prices are getting so expensive, they want to find a place and quit before it got too expensive. So we found a little townhouse thing, and so we officially have it. So it's under my name. Um, so I'm just living in my parents' place, but having a roommate rent out the place, and she's paying rent there. Um, and of course, I'll still be paying mortgage every month. So it is under my name, but I haven't moved in yet. So I'm not broke, at least not yet. When were you familiar with New Japan? I would say I started watching New Japan. I think my first New Japan show I watched was Wrestle Kingdom 9, and that was before I really knew anybody. Like I knew AJ Styles, and that was about it. I knew a little bit about Bullet Club. Um, but we actually, Brandon and I actually did live reactions to Wrestle Kingdom 9. That was our first New Japan show we watched, and then from that, I just couldn't find a way to watch it, and then just recently now been rewatching back on Access TV. I found a stream where I've been able to watch the G1 Climax and pay-per-views, like Dominion, Wrestle Kingdom 12. Which honestly, I really should start doing more New Japan shows, reviews. I want to do more Lucha Underground reviews as well. Like I want to start getting that. I will kind of want to expand because I think we can all agree that you guys are sick of me just ranting on the main roster. Even if a show's good, like you just don't want me talking about the same crap at WWE. All right, you want to hear some different reviews, want to hear some more positive feedback. I do too. So I'm really tempted to start doing some New Japan stuff, more Lucha Underground. I'm always gonna do NXT. I really want to do NXT Takeover Brooklyn live reactions, especially what the card now is. Which spoiler, I know what the card is, but it looks like it's gonna be a great show still. So yeah, that's kind of what's been on my mind. Um, you heard Yu-Gi-Oh is doing a Dino Wrestler archetype deck. Really? If you kind of tell me like what the archetype name is, I want to search that. What's wrong with the WWE creative team? I don't know. I'm not part of the creative team. I don't know. Maybe they're lazy. Maybe they're out of touch. Maybe they're doing the exact opposite of what the fans want. Maybe they're doing what they believe is good. I have no idea. I'm not WWE. I don't know. That's the one question everyone wants to know. What's wrong with them? Did you know this is the first time Jack Gallagher is being a heel? Huh, interesting. Well, I mean, in the UK tournament thing this year, he was babyface, but yeah, I did not know this was first time being heel. It's kind of cool. Uh, Alexa vs. Nia Extreme Rules was lame. I'm sorry, I did not care about the match. Brian and I were basically talking. We were just talking during that match. We barely paid attention. The only thing that was memorable about was the Ronda Rousey thing. That was it. It was a 7-minute match. It was a complete waste of time. But then again, that pay per view was a waste of my time. So, do you watch the Netflix series Glow? Yes, we did watch season 1, and we've actually just finished watching season 2, which I thought was really good. Why has WWE put so much damage to Roman Reigns? Well, I don't know if you want to consider damage into their mind. It's not damage to their mind. It's we're making him look strong. You know, he's our top guy. Again, I'm not WWE. I ran to Reigns so much, it's become more of a chore, and I'm just sick of it. Reigns, I don't feel for him anymore. I don't care about him. He could cure cancer. I'm not going to care. I don't care about Reigns. I just don't. He's just done. I'm done with him. They showed some Austin W action figures at Comic Con. I saw it. Unfortunately, the Ronda Rousey one though game looks freaking terrifying. It's in not a good way. It's horrible looking. I saw the Oscar one. The Oscar one looked pretty good, but the Ronda Rousey one, ugh, that one's gonna give me nightmares. Goes pretty good. Haven't seen season 2 or it came out yet. Season 2 did come out. It's on Netflix. Who would win in a fight, Braun Strowman or Michael Myers? Oh, Well, in terms of strength and power, I would say Strowman, but then again, Michael Myers is the embodiment of evil, which means you can't really kill evil. Evil can never really die, so physical standpoint, Strowman would win, but then again, all you do is kind of delay the inevitable, and that'll be pretty much it. Oh, okay, I forgot about it. My favorite character on Glow is Sam. He's hilarious. Are you familiar with Freaks and Geeks? I am. I haven't watched the entire series. I've watched some episodes. It's not bad. Are you glad Randy Orton is heel again? What do you think about Randy Orton being? I'm gonna say this till day of that. Orton is always better as a heel, but I'll never be a fan of Orton. I still think Orton is boring. I still think he's bland. I think he's lazy. I think the attack on Jeff Hardy was cool. I think Orton as a heel has more personality, but I can never get into Orton. I don't think I'll ever get into Orton. They give him the title too many things. He's been multiple time world champion. He just seems like he's there from the mind. He's lazy. I'm sorry. I can never get into Orton. I'll never be a fan of Orton. In fact, he's one of my least favorite wrestlers of all time, if you all know it. So him as a heel, it's fresh, it's cool, but at the same time, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be like, oh, I gotta get a Randy Orton shirt, because it's never gonna happen. What ways that we can do to be good as NXT, ROH, and New Japan? Well, for one, be creative. Two, come up with intriguing storylines. Three, treat everybody equal. I mean by that, use everybody that you can. Don't just focus on like two, three people. Focus on your entire roster. Four, let the wrestlers go out, let them do what they do best, and just let them go out and wrestle. Don't really do many restrictions. Let them go out, do what they want to do. And then stop forcing certain wrestlers down our throats. Let's see. Can we all agree that Dudley buried Asuka and SmackDown? I'm sorry they destroyed her. But let's all be honest. Are you really surprised they buried Asuka? Let's really be honest here. How many wrestlers that were over at NXT that get drafted to the main roster get either buried or treated as a joke if they're not as important? Really, really think about that. Everyone's acting like this is the first time they're doing this. Look at Finn Balor. Look at Bayley. You know, look at the Ascension, Breezango, or Ty Breeze if you want to go there. Ty Dillinger. Those are just name a few, and we're still going to get more call-ups soon. So I'm praying to God they actually start using these guys well, because eventually some of these older guys are going to go away, and you're going to need some top guys. Like, we know AJ Styles is going to be a W forever. He's getting up there in age, so he's going to eventually have to go. Daniel Bryan will eventually leave one day. Like, so we're going to need these new stars. We're going to need a lot of fresh new talent. Your archetype is a family of monsters like harpies and red eyes, blue eyes, elemental hues. No. No, I think you misunderstood me here. I'm asking like what the archetype is for the dinosaur wrestler. Like, what's the archetype name? I think you might have misunderstood me. I know what archetype is. I want to know like what the archetype is. What's the archetype name for the cards? Like, are they Dino Wrestler art? Are the archetype name Dino Wrestlers? Are they Wrestler Soars? Like that's what I'm trying to get at. Who would be doing Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees? Why can't these two die? Well, one's the abominable evil, and the other's pretty much a zombie. But I'd probably say Jason, because he's got the large machete. He at least cut off the head of Michael Myers. Do you not like Orton when he was a legend killer with Legacy? I'll take that back. When he was a legend killer, he was awesome. That, in my opinion, that's when Orton was actually good. When he was with Legacy, he was a great douchebag, but as wrestling wise, he's lazy. The final draw for me where I did not become a fan of Orton, when I stopped me, Barry Christian. That was the final straw for me. I was like, I'm done with him. I couldn't get behind him anymore. Like I just because Christian deserved that title way more than Orton, and he just give it to Orton. And sad thing is, it wasn't even Orton's fault. WWE just decided, hey, give him the title. Even Orton said, I should have never really had the title. Should have been Christian. But I mean, I just couldn't respect Orton for that. Like, I couldn't stand. I didn't like that booking decision, and still to this day, it makes me angry. Well, they induct Vader to the Hall of Fame. Should they have done it before he passed away? Yes, they should have done it before he passed away. I think they should do it. If they didn't do it earlier, then they should do it definitely this next year. For sure, they should do it this year. Have you seen Season 4 of Lucha Underground yet? Well, that's kind of a silly question. I mean, I'm a Lucha Underground fan. I am watching it, but I'm not watching the entire show. You're acting like I've watched the entire Season 4 of Lucha Underground. They're not all out yet. I'm still watching it. I haven't watched the recent episode because I'm waiting for Brandon, and Brandon only needs on weekends. So, if you can use a wrestling move in a bar fight, what would it be? I would use the V trigger. Huh? Oh, that's kind of a tricky one. I don't know. Maybe ask a few of the wrestlers. See. Thoughts on Hulk Hogan? I could care less. I could care less. Hogan's back, whatever. Great. We have a racist. That's great. Barry Yu-Gi-Oh card as a kid. Oh, still Out Gear Sword. Still as a day, even as an adult, it's still Out Gear Sword. Not even close. Will you be interested in the Shield versus Sanity? If booked right. The art type is Dino Wrestlers. Also, it is Dino Wrestlers. That's literally the art type name. Interesting. Do you like Antonio Cueto? I do miss Dario Cueto. Let's be honest, it's the same actor in a fake beard. Everyone knows it's the same actor. He's just playing a different character. I mean, it's going to take time to get used to. I mean, he's a pretty good douchebag. But I do kind of miss Dario Cueto, even though he was kind of a douchebag. It's weird. We like the Cuetos, yet they're such douchebags, but yet we still love them. I don't know why. Is it weird that Bray Wyatt a face but still looks the same? Yeah, it's still weird. It's still kind of weird to me. But then again, him being a face is kind of what he needs. The thing is, though, I think he needs to be a face as a solo wrestler. Why don't you like WWE? Look, I don't hate WWE. And see, a lot of people, even Noah, kind of got this confused. If I didn't like WWE, I would not talk about it. I would not mention it. I would not be reviewing it. Okay? Impact is what I don't like. In fact, the only reason that I'm watching some clips of Impact is because Shotzi Blackheart's made a debut. And I've known her for a little bit. And I've seen her wrestle for a few years. And I have Facebook friends with her, so I know her. That's the only reason I'm watching a little bit of Impact is because of her. WWE, I still watch their content. I watch 205 Live. I mean, it's good. NXT is still awesome. The main roster is the problem. SmackDown actually this week was very good. SmackDown's starting to get a little bit better now. Not like Brian Ward great, but it's getting good. It's mainly the problem are mainly the pay-per-views now and the Raws. They're just uncreative. They're uncreative, lazy. They put the wrong people. Their stories don't make any sense. And a lack of roster use. I mean, they have the best talent. WWE has the best roster in history, and more than half the guys they're not even using properly. I mean, think about it. We gotta have Roman Reigns get back at facing Lesnar. Why not give Seth Rollins a shot? Why not give Bray Wyatt a shot? Why not give Finn Balor's opportunity? Like, So I don't hate WWE. I'm just disappointed and I'm getting angry over it. I'm getting upset over it. If I hate it, I would not be talking about it. If I hate it, I wouldn't be watching. And I'd be lying if I say I hate it because there are still stuff in WWE I do like. I still watch SmackDown. It's doing good. 205 Live's good. The takeovers, especially NXT alone, is great to amazing. And then sometimes the pay-per-views can be sometimes decent, but it's just Raw mostly. It's just unbearable. And the creative team is just lazy, and they don't know how to provide a good show. They don't, and that's why. And that's my biggest pet peeve. It's just the lack of laziness and how touched they are. Sammy versus Wyatt, like, what could have been? That could have been a very interesting storyline with the right booking and everything, storytelling. That could have been fun. First memory of wrestling. Oh, I just remember when my biological father got me into wrestling. I know I was a little infant and we were watching wrestling. I don't even know which one it is. I think it was either WWF or WCW back in the day. I don't remember the matches or whatnot. I just remember watching it as a little kid, just getting hooked in. So that was kind of a start for me when I was a little kid, really, really little. Maybe like only a few years old or something, but that's when I got into it. Which title reign is better, Nikki Bella 2015 or Carmella? Oh, Carmella. At least Carmella's actually defending the title every month. Nikki Bella half her reign to even defend the damn thing. Plus, I was always more of a Carmella fan than Nikki Bella fan. And again, that's just me personally. That's just my personal opinion. If you don't like Carmella, I understand. I understand why some people might not like the whole reign. Me, it's just there. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just there. Paul London and the Tribe remind me of the 1979 movie A Clockwork Orange. Huh, interesting. Who should fight AJ for the title? Well, they kind of spoiled it now, so I honestly say Samoa Joe. I think Samoa Joe is about time for him. I think if anyone's going to beat AJ, it should be Samoa Joe at this point. I think honestly Samoa Joe should be the one to win the title. He's long overdue with the title. If you weren't going to give it a knockout, then goddamn it, just give it to Samoa Joe. Just give it to him already. Plus, with Joe and Styles feud, I think that would be great. Is that those two have so much history back in the day, and you know the type of matches they can have. You especially watch their matches in TNA. I think even ROH too, they might have some matches. You know what kind of match you're in for. Like you're going to have a great series of matches. SmackDown is better than Raw, don't you think? Well, now recently, yeah, SmackDown's definitely better. Raw is just unbearable. It's just unbearable. It feels more like a chore rather than entertainment. Does that NXT look like? No, it's not a developmental brand. In my opinion, it's the brand. In my opinion, people should be fine to go at NXT at this point, not the other way around. That's how bad the main roster is. It's so bad that I would rather go back to the developmental territory and be used properly than be on main roster and be buried like 20 seconds to someone like Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns. In my opinion, NXT is the brand, and it's the third brand. Did you see the video page with Kane? I actually did see that. I did see. I thought it was pretty funny, pretty cool. So I'm happy for you, man. Imagine life without social media. What would we be doing if YouTube didn't exist? Probably just be hanging out with friends and doing just watching TV or playing video games. You know, WWE has been crappy since Nikki Bella's left. Well, even with Nikki Bella was there, Smack WWE was still kind of hit and miss. It's not. Don't think Nikki Bella was the ace of everything. I mean, she's gone. She's gone at the moment. She could come back tomorrow. Does that mean WWE's gonna be great again? No. Nikki Bell's at the be all everything. So just me. I'm gonna be back in one sec, guys. So continue asking me any questions you want. So I'll be back, guys. Just keep asking your questions. I'm just gonna be back real quick. All right, guys, I'm back. So let's see. If the WWE Championship were to be defended on both shows, how would that have worked out based on the schedule? Well, it's the fact that Universal title's not even on there. I don't know, but I really don't know. WWE should just let those superstars do their promos as them and not something written piece. But I agree. Do you still like Randy? I do, especially as heel. No, I'll never like Randy Orton. Heel or not, he died for me years ago. I can never stand Orton. Boring. If the day it gets released is the day I kind of get a little happy face, I don't care. The only thing cool about him is his RKO. Take away the RKO, that's it. Everything else is boring, bland Orton. Do you think Jeff Hardy will become Will or Brother Nero on SmackDown? They've been giving a lot of hints. I don't know. Again, it's just kind of WWE's part. We'll have to wait and see. First consistent video game you played, if you remember. I think it was a Game Gear. Might have been even a Tiger Electronic game, but I don't remember the games because I had quite a few. But I know one it was a Game Gear for sure. Why does WWE keep comparing John Cena title reigns with Ric Flair? They're not the same. That makes Cena feel like a big deal. That's what they do. What is the best and worst TV crossovers ever? I have to think about that one. Imagine if Randy Orton goes to New Japan. It'd be different. It'd definitely be different. Maybe he'd be more willing to be free there. Maybe he'll have more fun there. Maybe he wouldn't be boring. I don't know. Who's totally doing the best booking wise? I know they are generally terrible, but which wrestler are they doing a good job? I would say Strowman. I'll say Strowman's actually doing pretty well. Ron's, for the most part, has actually been doing pretty well. They're keeping McIntyre pretty good. It's kind of a few I can name on top of my head. Have you seen Incredibles or Ant-Man? I've seen both. I've seen both of the movies, and they're both very good. Oh wait, I missed one right here. Do you think Becky will win at SummerSlam? Honestly, I think it's about time. You know, Becky does deserve the title. Carmella's had a run, and I think it's a good time to do Becky Lynch. I think you need to give it to Becky Lynch. Girls do's better than Raw. That's an understatement. Best pay-per-view since the brand split. Best pay-per-view of the brand split. If you're talking about since 2016, to now, I really liked Backlash 2016. I thought Elimination Chamber on 2017 was surprisingly great. I thought Survivor Series 2016 was actually a very good Survivor Series. So yeah, I would say those would kind of be my personal favorites right there. Best shows. Best pay-per-views. Okay, all right. So if John Cena does become champion, he would not break Ric Flair's record. Well, try to tell that to WWE. Oh, I like her, but she isn't believable as champion for me. That's fine. You know, everyone has their own opinion on everything, so I can't understand kind of why. Do you watch UFC? Oh fuck no, UFC could go screw itself. I'll take it back. I only watch UFC if certain people on there, like Jason David Frank or maybe former WWE wrestler or something. I don't care. I would do shoot promo Brock Lesnar when he gets back. Oh, I would go like full New Japan talking on him, just flat uncensored cuss at him. I don't care if I get my ass kicked from him. Why can't they do cross? Why can't they do a cross promotion with New Japan? TNA does it even with ROH because WWE wants to be doing their own thing. They don't want to be associated with brands that are doing better or shows are doing better. That's just them. I'm just saying, if they work with New Japan, both of them would make serious money. Who is the NWA Heavyweight Champion right now? I think it's still Nick Atlas, aka Magnus, I believe. Again, I don't really watch NWA that much, so I don't really watch NWA. But I believe it's Nick Atlas or Magnus Kirby right now. Can't wait for the Undisputed Era action figures. Thoughts on Ronda Rousey so far? She's surprised me. I'll admit she's definitely one of the best things in WWE right now. You know, they're making her look like a badass. She's been in both her TV pay-per-view matches. She's been very impressive, and she's worked with people like Stephanie McMahon and Nia Jax, two of the not so best workers, and she's had great matches with them, really good matches with them. So I gotta give her credit. Now imagine her. Now imagine her with an actual competitor like Alexa Bliss. That's gonna be something. Jason David Frank would kill CM Punk if oh yeah. Oh yeah, he massacred him. Jason David Frank is undefeated, I believe, inside the Octagon, and CM Punk's 0-2. Punk would get killed by the real best in the world. Do you know apparently offer money to Tommy Dreamer to close House of Hardcore? I did not know that. That's I don't know why they would do that. I mean, that's his own Tiger's own promotion. It's kind of stupid. Or the Bullet Club splitting up. What they're doing is kind of doing the Captain America, Iron Man, Civil War thing, where you got two sides. You got the Tongan side, which are trying to act like the original Bullet Clubs, how they were so close to be in the beginning. And you got the Elite Bullet Club, which is K Omega and the others right now. So they're doing what they're doing pretty much Civil War with these two groups. They're all still Bullet Club, but they're doing Civil War with them right now. That's what they're trying to do. Do you think Ronda Rousey should win the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam? You know, even though I think she should get more time, I'm not saying she has to have it just wait a full year like Brandon says, but I like to see her kind of win with some more matches on Raw and more shows like that, some more pay per view stuff. But the fans love her. She's doing good. She's a draw. You know, and I love Alexa Bliss, but I think they kind of put the title on her a little too much. I would like to see a break from Alexa Bliss being champion for a while. And if you're gonna put the title on anybody, put on Ronda Rousey. I mean, Bayley and Sasha kind of doing your own thing. With Ronda Rousey, you could do fresh feuds with Bayley, Sasha. You could have Shayna Baszler debut, and that would be kind of an interesting storyline with her and Ronda. So there's stuff you can do with that. So, but I think I would put the title on Ronda. She doesn't have to hold it for long. Heck, I mean, if the rumors are going to do Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, then you might as well just give the title to Ronda Rousey. And have Charlotte possibly win the Women's Royal Rumble, go on to fight Ronda. I think that'll be the best solution. I might not like the idea of Charlotte winning Rumble, but I mean, if that's their plan and they're trying to sell at WrestleMania, I mean, it's the best way to do it. Which other Bullet Club? Well, here's the thing. I don't really have a side. I just like all Bullet Club. I like all of them in their own unique ways. So it's been 6 years since the Bullet Club debut. How are they not stale? Because they evolve. And really they've been around for 6 years? I thought no, they started in 2013. So really almost 6 years. They've been around for about 5 years. Because they debuted in 2013. The reason they're not stale is because they adapt. They change them up. Like they first were legitimate badasses, then they became more of a. Then when AJ Styles came over, they popularized them. When Kenny Omega came, it started to become a little bit more comedic, but they were still entertaining. You had to be in the elite and everything. I think that's the biggest reason is one, they're all talented wrestlers. They're allowed to kind of do what they want. But they always kind of adapt their characters away, not in like a Santo Morella comedic way, but they're like legit funny, but they can still be badasses. They have intriguing stories with them, like this whole Civil War thing that right now that's been a year of building, which is great. So I think that's the main reason why they're not stale. It's just because they learn to adapt, but in a right way. If I had to guess. Why are people bashing Jeremy Ross commentating New Japan G1 Climax? Honestly, I don't really pay attention to commentary a whole lot, so I don't remember them bashing JR. Thoughts on WWE going to Australia for another stadium show in October? I think it's cool, but it's just I feel like it's gonna be kind of another glorified house show like Greatest Royal Rumble. Unless title change hands is. Best movie seen this year? Probably probably Avengers Infinity War so far, I'd probably say. Because I'm trying to think of other movies and I can't think of all of them on the top of my head. Thoughts on Hogan being back? I could give a shit. I don't care about racism. Racist. Which foreign WWE women's wrestler can you see in the second women's Royal? I can say Karma, maybe. I would love to see Victoria. I still want to see her back. If Vince decided to sign some members of Bullet Club, who would you like to see come, and which WWE wrestler would you like to see join? That's kind of a tough one. I'm gonna skip that question because it's a tricky little subject right there. Are Sasha and Bayley going to fight because all I got on Monday is a lesbian angle? Okay, guys, look. Everybody is already assuming this is a lesbian angle. Just because Sasha said, I love you, look. Okay, let's play in these terms. I love my dad, so does that mean my dad and I are automatically gay? I love my sister. Does that mean I have an incest relationship with my sister? I love Midge. Does that mean I love Midge as a gay partner? No. Just because someone says I love you, that doesn't automatically mean they're in love. There's a big difference from loving someone and being in love with someone. You can love your best friend, but not be gay for them or have some sort of relationship with them, romantic relationship with them. Everybody jumps the bandwagon on this and thinking, oh, they're lesbians. There's a lesbian angle. It's like, unless they flat out say, I'm in love with you, or they start teasing a makeout thing, in my opinion, all this is just two friends who love each other, care for each other like sisters. They're just like, they love each other like sisters. Which in reality is what they are. They do like each other. They do love each other like sisters. Oh, Carmella and Bayley are really close friends. They love each other, but they're not romantically in love. So I just like the fact that that's what people are online assuming is, oh my god, it's lesbian angle. And guys like Deluxe are even falling for this, which has made me laugh. Unless something happens next few weeks where they make out or they come close to make out or they flat said, I'm in love with you, I'm sorry. This is not a lesbian angle. It's just two friends who just happen to be closer than my sister. Hell, Triple H and Shawn Michaels love each other, but they're not gay for each other. They love each other like close friends, like brothers. That's how I see it. So unless I see some actual proof that it's a lesbian storyline, they're sisters. They just care for each other like sisters. I just don't understand why people are getting like, I'm just going lesbian angle. I don't get it. Why did Jim Ross stop commentating for WWE? I have no idea. Trevor Wright was the commentators you were thinking of. Okay, I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. For the love of God, just trade Sasha Banks to SmackDown. Everyone can be happy. I still say that yes, Sasha Banks should have been a SmackDown person to begin with. It should have. I agree. That should have happened since day one. I saw her as a SmackDown person. Didn't Civil War feel more like Avenger film than Captain America? Yes, totally. I'd say it more as Avenger film than Captain America. Half the time, I keep forgetting it's called Captain America Civil War. I just call it Civil War. Are there any defining moments you realize that wrestler is basically done and its downfall? For example, Bray at WrestleMania 33 or Bobby losing the US title another month getting it. I can kind of see what you mean by that. Remember when you said not being a fan of The Dark Knight? Did you like Dark Knight Rises and how it ended? I honestly like Dark Knight Rises better. In my opinion, I liked it a lot more, and the ending was just kind of whatever. But then again, the Dark Knight movies never really did anything for me anyway. So saying Dark Knight Rises was better, in my opinion, Dark Knight isn't really saying much. Thoughts on Dragon Ball Super move? The hype is real. I don't watch Dragon Ball, so I really don't care. I'm sorry, I don't watch Dragon Ball, so I can't really say anything. What is considered a healthy amount of? Gonna ignore that question. What should they do with Bairu right now? Honestly, turn heel, but against who? I don't know. I really have to think about that one too. I was joking about the Sasha Bailey stuff, but it's stupid when in storyline. By the way, you and Mitch are gay. LOL. LOL. That's pretty funny. Do you know the Rugrats are coming back to do a live action film? Seriously? Well, I'll tell you right now, it's probably gonna suck. Do you think one of the reasons WWE is bad is because the roster is inflated? They have no one. They have one of the best rosters in history, yet not enough space for everyone. That could be an idea. That could be a possibility. Like they have too many guys. But yeah, that could be an idea. Maybe they just need to release some guys. You know, I hate saying that, but that could be a pretty good reason. But then again, even with a smaller roster, I just don't think WWE just is that creative. Let's see. If the lesbian thing happens with ruin Bailey, let's be honest. We'll put in his terms. If let's say this lesbian is there, in your opinion, would it be better or worse than This Is Your Life Bailey segment with Alexa Bliss? Really think about that. Do you really think this lesbian angle would be that bad or even worse than what they did last year with Bailey with Alexa Bliss, the whole This Is Your Life Bailey? Possibly. But if they still treat her character a little bit more badass, she could be a lesbian. I don't give a shit. It's only if DeVille's a lesbian in real life and they treat her like an MMA fighter. So maybe, maybe not. I guess it just all depends on creative and how it's all kind of playing out. Can you imagine Elite versus the Shield feud? Screw that. I want to see Elite versus New Day. That's the last thing I want to see New Day in. Once that happens, New Day needs to break up. New Day versus Elite. Get them 30 minutes at WrestleMania. Let them go all out. Guarantee you that'll be one of the best matches WWE, period. I'm not even joking. Your thoughts on Jacqueline Phoenix being the Joker while Jared Leto is playing the Joker? Oh, Walking Phoenix. Sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. Walking Phoenix as the Joker. It's different. It's different. It's better than Jared Leto. Have any idea for a stable? Finn Balor, Seth team up to fight Corbin and KO, then they lose. Finn turns on Seth. Dean comes back and turns on Roman, joining up, saying things like Seth throwing on them. Maybe. Writers don't watch NXT. That's one of them. Oh yeah, Finn says flat out that he doesn't watch NXT. Because it's on his product. It's not under his name. If it's under his name, he doesn't care. Why do you think Cody Rhodes never got pushed WWE? And when do you think he could have gotten pushed? I think he should have gotten pushed as soon as he was holding your Intercontinental Championship. I think that's when they should have really pulled the trigger on him, was during that time. Now I think they should have pushed him when he was doing the whole Rhodes thing against the Authority. They should have pushed him a single star from then. And as far as why they never pushed him, I don't know. I always thought I thought when he was scrying Cody Rhodes, I thought, yeah, I can understand why. But as soon as he won the Intercontinental Championship and everything, got the kind of new look and everything, I saw World Champion material on him. I don't know why they didn't put the title on him and gave him a chance. And most view with Joe getting him injured, he turns against his ideals, but has a reason for doing it, like similar authority to be. Okay, yeah. Which one should break up the New Day? Oh, like which member should be the one to kind of break up? I don't know. Either one of them could. I keep Xavier Woods though as a babyface. I think it's very entertaining. I would say either Biggie or Kofi Kingston. One of them should. Having two Jokers is going to be confusing. Would have been better if they just replaced Jared Leto. I agree. Who is better Joker? Mark Hamill, Jack Nicholson, or Heath Ledger? Mark Hamill. Not even close. Not even close. Live action, that's Jack Nicholson, me personally. All time, Mark Hamill. Not even a question. No one tops Mark Hamill. That is a fact. And that is a fact. You can never top Mark Hamill. No one's going to top that Joker, ever. No one's going to top him. Cody should have beat Sandow for Money Bank, cashing on Cena and face Orton for a unified title. Be interesting. Interesting way to put it. I mean, if they're going to use Cody more, I'd like to just give Sandow the briefcase, but they just gave up on him. Do you think Ted DiBiase would have been a future world champion back in 2010-ish? I mean, he had the look. He had the gimmick of money. Him being Mr. Money Bank would be kind of interesting. I think it could have been possible. Maybe work out his mic skills a little bit more, but I think he could have potential. Heath Ledger was the Joker, was very powerful, don't you think? Yeah, but also very overrated. I'm sorry. I think Joker, funny and scary. Jack Nicholson was creepier and funnier. Heath Ledger was just terrifying. He was never funny, in my opinion. Mark Hamill was the perfect combination. You guys like Heath Ledger? That's fine. I'm going to enjoy Jack Nicholson more. And Mark Hamill by far. WWE should have a Joker type character. Well, they kind of had that kind of character with Dean Ambrose until they made him too wacky, cartoonish. Honestly, Dean Ambrose was your Joker. Especially if you see his stuff as Jon Moxley. Jeez. The guy was the equivalent of the Joker. Okay, how long have we been doing this? Almost an hour. Well, imagine Dean Ambrose as the Joker and WWE just as the Joker. With the right story, it could have been quite fun. That's when you felt legitimately absolute excitement for a pay-per-view. Like, what do you mean for a pay-per-view? For WWE or just wrestling pay-per-view in general? If you're talking about legit wrestling pay-per-view, I would say Wrestle Kingdom 12 when they announced Jericho versus Omega. And if you count TakeOver, NXT TakeOver is all of them. But if you're talking about strictly just WWE, like main roster wise, yeah, when was the last time I was genuinely excited? Like, excited from top to bottom of the card. Actually, I don't remember. I know usually sometimes Royal Rumbles get me excited. WrestleManias usually get me excited. Usually the big four stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the genuinely like last time I was like, yeah, fucking can't wait for this show. I had to really go back on that one. Whatever happened to those wrestlers talk videos you used to do? I kind of just. I mean, that's kind of a strange one. Sometimes I talk about them. I don't know why. I kind of just stopped. I mean, maybe if you guys really want me to, I mean, I don't mind doing one again. I mean, I legitimately don't mind doing one again. If you really want me to. I mean, if you guys really want me to, I'll continue it. Dean Ambrose versus Brian Pillman, Extreme Rules match. I'll probably have Dean Ambrose win. Well, it depends. If you're gonna, in terms of booking wise, I would push the younger guys, so Dean Ambrose. If you're definitely gonna go like all the way, like John Moxley, Ambrose. Oh yeah, Ambrose would win. Will Pizza ever come back? He comes back. He comes back. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I could care less. But you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and end this off. So we kind of start off a little slow, but then we got quite a bit of viewers here. So first of all, thank you so much for your questions and comments. Um, there will be more videos coming soon. I don't know what the videos will be on. There will be an NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 review, and I really would love to do live reactions. We'll have to wait and see. SummerSlam live reactions, possibly. I can't promise you that. But I'm gonna go ahead and just end this video off. Enjoy your evening, guys. I will talk to you guys later, and maybe you'll see a video this weekend. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But other than that, take care, all my peeps. Have a good night. See